Boom.
Biddly boat. Yes, yo. Here we go. Ain't nobody down round here. You know what time it is. Get that badger in and on and over here. I'm back, baby. I've been on holiday. I was going to post some videos while I was on holiday, but I couldn't be bothered. I went on holiday, enjoyed myself. Back to work this weekend, so I'm a bit scuppered today, but I've just been on Just Joe's show. So I'm just going to quickly do a little bit of a briefing type thing about Sheffield United, which was mint atmosphere. There was a few empty seats around me, but I think from the consensus that I've got with everybody else is that the ground was absolutely packed. It was a mint atmosphere. Wilder were getting pelters, which is always good. I was well up for getting bang stuck into them chants. It was well funny. To be fair to him, he took it quite well, didn't he, at the end of the game, with his post-match. But he doesn't really have a choice in that sense. I honestly don't think he's got a leg to stand on. We were all better in every single department. I thought Bogle's coming on leaps and bounds. He looked bang up for it. Firpo's a beast, as always, in and around box. Obviously, Peru kept his position, which I think is good. And then Joseph coming off at bench. The one thing I would say about that Joseph goal, the second goal, I do not know what the keeper is doing. He's like... He waits forever. He's like, got arms crossed, and he's like, whenever you're ready, son, whenever you're ready, Matteo, you just go and tap that in. Go and just tap it in. Happy Gilmore style, but still a mint finish, and Joseph does well to hold him off. I felt like he delayed too long in that sense, because the keeper I literally just think he needs to take 2 steps out. But we don't have a go at the keepers. We only have a go at Meslier, Silent S, don't we? It's only his fault, always and every time. The crowd, by and large, kept off Messi, Silent S's back as well, which was good. There was a few moans and groans when he held onto the ball, but that is what we're going to do, and he has to do that. He has to keep his foot on ball, and he did go long a few times. But yeah, overall, I thought we were absolutely excellent. I think Ramazzini is looking electric, and he's really sharp, really fast on ball, really nippy, loves it. Looks like he can get about a bit as well. There was one in the second half where he was sort of on the edge of the right-hand side, and he sort of jinked through, played a 1-2 into box. It all got a bit scrambly, and then ended up winning the ball on the left-hand side within about 5 or 6 seconds, and he's back on attack, like all around box. He just seems to be everywhere. There's some calls that Aronson has been slightly off the boil, but I think Aronson's been looking really good, to be fair. I think he works really hard. I think it's important that not every single one of the forwards is looking to be the flash player as well. Obviously, Nonto and Rams are really trying to get the game by the scruff of the neck, but sometimes you do need players in there where Aronson can just sort of do a job and look threatening. I also think that the chances that he's not taking is sort of looking like people are saying he's snatching at chances, but he's not necessarily creating them chances himself like Rams would or like Nonto would, where he's beating a player and getting a shot off or whatever. It's more just like in-game chances, like in-game, in the game chances, like the ball comes across the face of the goal, or he's running in from edge at box, that one that he ballooned over the top and stuff. And that will come, to be fair, as long as, if he gets plenty of game time under his belt. Tanaka and Rothwell look brilliant. Rothwell is the answer to what I've been on about constantly, where the centre midfielder has to look like he wants to go forward every time he gets the ball. I've no problem with him going sideways and backwards, which Rothwell and Tanaka both do. I just said do. But his first thought is to go forward. He also looks like he's willing to clip the ball, and he does clip the ball. He switches it, he sends it wide quite a lot. He wants to follow the pass, so he'll dink it into a little area or put it into Nonto, into Rams or into Aronson, even Peru if he's dropped in slightly, who does look like he's just playing number 9, but I'll talk about that in a minute, because he's not really dropping into that 10 role at all, apart from then later on in the game. I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, Rothwell wants to pop it into the 10, whoever that may be, because Nonto and Rams do come quite narrow. Not inside. I was sure not to say that they do that inside, but he does look to pop it in. This is getting bad now, actually. I need to rephrase the whole thing. Rothwell looks to give it to the number 10 in the role, whoever's playing that role at that time, whoever's most narrow, he'll pop it in there. I said pop it in, I've got to roll with it. Rothwell looks to pop it to whoever's come inside. There, it's there, I've said it, whatever. Rothwell looks to pop it in, whoever's come inside. Whoever that may be, he's not bothered. He wants to pop it in, whoever's come inside. That's it. That's what he wants to do, and that is what he maintains to do. And then not only that, is he follows it. He follows where he's popped it in. So he's in behind it. He backs it up. He backs it up with a punch. He looks like he wants to break. He wants to drive forward. He's been brilliant. There's some talk. Matty said on Just Joe's show that he was holding his hamstring at the end. So I don't know if anybody saw that. I didn't see that due to the fact that my eyes are absolutely terrible and I'd had a few pints at that point. But yeah, all in all, brilliant. Loads of fun in ground. It was party season. You know, we're now third in league. We could have been top had results gone his way this weekend. But, you know, we can't be waiting on that, really. Sunderland, I think, won 1-0 today. And then on to Watford on Tuesday, which, you know, seems by the Luton result that it'll be an easy game, but there is no such thing as an easy game in Championship, particularly when these teams are all coming to Ellen Road to sort of upset and kick a bit of a funk out. I was surprised how little Sheffield United brought to the game, to be perfectly honest. I thought they were going to have this, you know, really deep squad that we couldn't compete with and all this stuff, and they're looking like they're on fire and that. Well, we're now above them in league and we've beat them really quite convincingly, quite comfortably, and even the most bitter man in the world, Wilder, had to accept that it was a comfortable victory for us. So yeah, we'll see what Farke says tomorrow about injuries and stuff. We're looking at getting a free agent as well. As while I was aware, there was a lot of talk that people coming into the club. So whether that happens or not is, you know, because we've had Coquelin in and we've had, you know, all sorts of players. But it just needs to be, like Lockie said, somebody that is fit and ready and do your due diligence. He said it first time, but I struggled to pronounce that word. But yeah, just do the job, get a man in. Don't, you know, obviously the standard, the quality of the man matters, but in terms of he's only going to be a backup for Rothwell and Tanaka in the meantime that Gruev and Ampadu are coming back, which will be a long time out, you would imagine. There's a really nice tribute for Baldock as well, which I thought was, you know, lovely and extremely deserved. It's obviously a terrible, terrible scenario. So yeah, big round of applause at the start of the game for that. Scored from a set piece, which is a breath of fresh air in it. I'm not too certain how deliberate the ball is from Rothwell, who can deliver a corner and a free kick, an attacking or wide free kick, which is a joy to behold. And he does vary it up, so it might have been that he clipped it in. And ultimately, even if he has missed it, he's not hit the first man. So with the bend he's put on it, Struick's able to get the play, get in front of his player, and it's a lovely finish from Struick, to be fair. Peru for the through ball, I thought was je ne sais quoi. He would say that. I don't know whether he would, but I would. Peru Parisley has maintained his number 9 role. He looks like he's playing up top and he don't move. He occupies 2 centre-backs, and I, for one, love it. Love it. I love it. 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 I'm back, boy. I'll be back tomorrow for a pre-match with Watford, and then I'm off to the game, so I will not be there. Well, I will be there, but I won't be here. Or I won't be on your screen, and if you don't watch me, I won't be there at all. But if you're watching this, and if you're this far in, I'm still on your screen, and you're loving it, boy, and we're back, baby. Yes, yes, yeah. Boom. JackCity, bitch. JackCity, bitch. Hey! I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is. Don't wanna ever feel surprised. That's why I ask no.